Here's Wilson to throw right away. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
14.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed,
pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the Seahawks are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready!
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Back to Walker on 1st down. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
He'll drop to throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily...
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker
His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
36 power.
Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now it's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Well, they've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
Right, here's a quick throw out to Mims. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go.
Now it's 2nd and 10. And now an audible here into something else.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Walker. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield with man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go double count right here. Double.
On third down, Wilson.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll look to throw now on first down. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Give to Walker on the read option. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 18, 5 in. Hey.
They'll look to throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A little brief second of indecision there was certainly hooking, but bottom line, it's good.
Yeah, and, got a little bit of English on it, right? That left-footed kicker trying to pop it through. A little bit too close to the right upright for his liking, but he'll take the 3.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Wilson gets rid of it quickly, so no gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
14.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
2nd and 11. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Go, Reed! Go! Steady!
Looking to throw. Going right back to Fant. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Seahawks 17, Broncos 0.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away.
Okay, break.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Broncos nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Walker now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Second and 3. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. Looks to the sideline. It has Mims, who makes a catch. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, it's Wilson. Touchdown! A great effort there. 34 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Being chased out left. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. 2nd and 14. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks first down.
Give to Walker on the read option. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now. And this is taken in at the 5. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Ready.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal. Walker. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. A chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw again is Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Ready, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Across midfield. He's on his way. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Come on.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And going right back to Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
Nolan Smith drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he is going to have a Broncos 1st down, and it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the